Well, actually, we were born as a very handmade small company, and we were lucky to grow in a constant and for our in our relation fast method. And when Accor approached us to become our strategic partner, we knew already, and that was the plan, to grow internationally, to grow globally. And with the fact that we grow globally, we had to deal with new forms of contracts with different countries, with different it's much further away to go to a place like Melbourne or to Dubai and create a hotel there. So it's more the challenge of how we deal with the product as such and the details of the product. That's one of the major parts. But other than that, Accor is very supportive in helping us to find the right way. Well, there were no major challenges. The hotel was created already in 2003. We call it now 25 Hours Hotel Number One. Back then we didn't call it this way. And no, there was no major challenge. It's a very puristic design concept, so we could build on that easily. It's a hotel which is made for a longer period of time. It's not a very trendy hotel. It's more like a hotel which works for a long time. My feeling and our feeling of the shareholders, I'm not the only shareholder, is a little bit. It was a little bit melancholic, I have to say, because it was the first one, and looking at all the other properties which have evolved in the meantime, made it very interesting to see the evolvement. Because if you look back at the number one, it's a little bit more simple, but it still fits into the overall portfolio of all the 25 Hours Hotel. But if you then compare, for example, to our Dubai project, which is huge, and then the little 25 Hours number one, it's funny, I have to say, but it's okay. First of all, I have to note that the property is not open yet. We will open next year in summer. I just came from Dubai yesterday. And there's a lot of differences. It's our first project we do together with Accor. So it's a new form of relationship where Accor is eventually going to operate. And we are, let's say, we are the ones who bring in the concept in every detail, from gastronomy over design to the bookstore, and it's like a whole range of things. And what I learn right now is the complexity of the relationship with the owner, with Accor, ourselves, the distance, the Dubai life. It's very different from what we used to do with 25 Hours Hotel so far. We grew in major European cities, and Dubai, as you know, is the complete opposite. So it's a big adventure, but I really enjoy working with the people over there, and it's a big showcase as well, because it's by far the biggest hotel with 434 rooms. So I'm very excited, and let's see if we succeed with it. It's a challenging market, but I think with our product and with our concept of 25 hours, we are a new niche, which is going to be very interesting for Dubai. And when it comes to the further expansion, yes, that's one of the main goals also with Accor, to expand globally. We are working right now on a project in Melbourne. We are looking at a few opportunities in the United States, in South America. So we have 50, 60 cities worldwide where we want to develop 25 Hours hotels. So that's the plan. But we still consider ourselves a European brand, so the backbone of 25 Hours will always stay in Europe. So that's why it's so important to have projects like in Copenhagen, where we are going to open up 2 hotels soon. Projects like in Florence, where we are going to open next year. So these hotels I consider kind of the home base and the backbone to help to deliver the brand into different destinations. It's Florence will be next summer, most likely late summer. It's one of my, next to Dubai, it's one of my favorite projects. It's a lot of fun working in the center of Florence. It's a fairly large property, 170 rooms. We're working with amazing, great people from Florence. GLA is the architect. We are We work with Paula Navone, she's the interior designer, a very dear friend of mine. So it's like a little bit of a family who creates a new concept in Florence. Copenhagen, in fact, we have two projects. One is opening up in 21, and the other one is opening up 1 year later. But Copenhagen to us is also extremely, extremely important. And we are just about to sign something in London, so a lot of things to do.